Ah, Mr. President, thanks for calling.
Australian Prime Minister Guy, how are you?
I'm very well, just having a beer in the pool with Greg Norman. I gather you guys know each other.
Greg's a great guy. Say hello from me. I'm a big fan of his swing. Big fan.
Greg says hi.
So what are we going to do about this whole ISIS thing?
Yeah.
I just banned some Muslims, but I think maybe I should have banned more of them.
Yeah, I was just reading about your Muslim ban. That's,
You know what? They don't even wear uniforms, these ISIS guys. You can't spot them. I could be looking out for my tower, and I don't know who's an ISIS guy and who's not.
yeah, it can be pretty hard.
I could be like, oh, he's a Muslim, but that doesn't mean he's one of them. I just learned that. It's not all of them.
Yeah, we only let in the Christian Muslims. It's not a sectarian thing, you see. It's just that, if they're not Christian, we say to them, get the fuck out of here,
Get the fuck out of here. Precisely. That's what we step on the ones we turn away, and you know what? I do that personally.
Oh, yeah?
And I do it better than anyone.
I don't doubt that, Mr. President. But look, I'm afraid I've got to bring up those migrants that Obama said he'd take off our hands. Now, a while ago, I wrote to you and to Mr. Pence, but you both wrote back to me saying different things.
Oh yeah? What did Mike say?
He said he'd be open to negotiations.
And what did I say?
Alec Baldwin is a washed-up old hack. Used to be funny, now big league failing. Sad.
Yeah, that wasn't meant for you.
Mr. President, will you resettle these people for us?
I don't know. I mean, you've got them all locked up, right? Must be some bad hombres.
They're actually economic migrants. We just detain them because we've got this policy of not accepting people who arrive by boat.
Oh yeah? Why's that? No, wait. Don't tell me. I got a 150 IQ.
Well, Mr. President...
Not the Australian guy, I'm thinking. I think I got it. It's because the boats come from all the bad regions, right?
That's not exactly correct, Mr.
I know how you feel. I just banned all those guys by executive order. And then I made a KFC order. Do you have KFC in Australia?
Yeah, we got KFC. Look, Mr. President, there's no reason to believe that any of these people present any level of terrorist threat. Like I said, they're economic migrants, but we'd just like to try and discourage people trafficking by...
I think it's great that you're locking up all these drug traffickers. You probably stopped a lot of rapes, so many rapes.
So
let's get this straight. I just told everyone I banned Muslims, and now you want me to take... How many Muslims?
1,250. But some of them are Christian, and none of them are suspected terrorists, as far as I know. You are, of course, welcome to submit them to whatever vetting process you guys have in place.
It's the greatest vetting process ever. Let me tell you, very thorough.
But, we're not asking for much. It's only 1,250 migrants. Probably no trouble. We'll make it worth your while, of course, if you just give us this tiny little helping hand.
What are you saying about tiny little hands? My hands are tremendously well-proportioned. No one's got hands like me.
Mr. President, I assure you that's not what I meant.
Hey, so what if I vet these Muslims and I don't like any of them? What then?
Well, do you want to come across as a compassionate president? One who's open to compromise?
People don't want that, Australian guy. They want a strong leader. I'm saying to them, look, I know you're scared of another 9/11 or another San Bernardino or another Boston thing, but I can stop the chances of that happening 100%, just like that. And then I turn around and say, okay, everyone, scooch up. We got to make room for 5,000 Muslim drug traffickers.
I appreciate
it.
It
Makes me look so bad, so bad. It sends such a bad signal, the worst signal.
I understand, Mr. President, but just a few points. They're not drug traffickers, they're not necessarily Muslim, and there aren't 5,000 of them.
Okay, 10,000, whatever it was, 20,000, I don't care. Offer me all the Muslim drug traffickers you want. I'm just going to keep turning them down. No one does deals like me.
That's not quite the deal on the table, Mr. President.
How about this? You send me 20,000 Muslims, and in return, I'll send you some pristine, showroom condition Trump steaks.
As nice as that sounds...
Actually, you know what? They've been in the boats a little while, so it might take you a week or two to defrost them. But I'm talking big league delicious, which, by the way, is fantastic.
Mr. President, let me be blunt. I was getting concerned that perhaps you weren't paying attention to what I was saying.
Correct.
Now, I'm starting to doubt if you're even paying attention to what you're saying.
Rosie O'Donnell? Right. She's a hack, a fat hack.
Okay, I'm just going to hang up now. Is Mike Pence's email still the same?
Mike's a great guy, tremendous guy. Got a lot of time for Mike.
Goodbye, Mr. President.
So anyway, I had Hulk Hogan around for dinner at the White House. He's a great guy. You ever meet the Hulk? He's got some great stories. Great showman. Real true American through and through. I might ask him to be my next chief of staff. Hello?